Hello once again, people, and welcome to yet another Q2 level. So, we made it through a lot of levels. We're pushing through, and now we made it to Army Hell. The interesting thing about this is how we're basically like very far into like the series. We're like have less than 20 levels to go. Maybe we're under 15 now. And the funny thing about it is the fact of the matter that this is like level number 2 or so. If you were playing them in alphabetical order, say you just selected like from the solo list or so, just like alphabetical order, as most people would probably rationally do. This would be the second one you check out. Um, After all, with entering Soldier's Alert being first, and we checked out that one a while back. Just basically a pointless brown map of linearity, which set up a lot of terribleness. But yeah, this is like the second map you'd see. So yeah, that sounds promising, right? This was putting our best foot forward, or saving the best for last. Either way you want to see it. Oh yeah, that totally looks like I can understand what that's about. Yeah. I feel like I know so much more about what Q2 is about from seeing that random image. Alright, let's load this thing up. And so there we are! Purple everywhere, and only 17 enemies. Yeah, this is a rather small level. Well, there's a gun. And some more grunts. Who would have guessed that one? Not like every other Q2 level has grunts everywhere. Seriously, it's what the entire game's about. More grunts? Oh boy. I'm hearing belts of grenades, oh boy. That means, of course, hazards! Now, the Duke's a hazard, just a regular hazard. Those hazard boys, though, they're deadly. Wait, what if I just, like, stand here? He can't hit me, but he can bounce it back into himself! I think I got a weird idea! You can do it, buddy! You can kill yourself! Look at that! Look at that! We got it lined up. Come on, buddy, you can do it! You have so much to live for! You're ugly and you're fat! Wait, that's reasons you should kill yourself. Wait, don't listen to me! Are you almost dead? Yay! He's dead! Well, I hope you guys were hoping for Santa Claus this year because the big fat man just died. Oh god! Owie! Okay, lesson of the day. Beware of boars. There's a bloody boar in this map. Also, I believe to like the side here. Aha, there's a grunt. Is there like anything else over here? Like these dark little corners here are a little awkward. But yeah, that grunt is like easy to miss because he's in this little random dark corner here. So yeah, let's head up and pick up a super nail gun, which will be very useful against the boar. So yeah, kill him! Shoot to kill! Shoot to kill! I'm getting confused and shoot to kill! If you really want commentary about what this level's about, there's really not much going on. The main highlight about this level over like everything else we've seen is staircases. That's a nice little feature, but it doesn't really add much gameplay. It looks slightly nicer. But like I said, just because now I can kind of go up and down, it could cause some conventional, like, combat, but as you've seen so far, Q2's placement of enemies isn't very strategic. So we end up not really having to deal with enemies on, like, higher floors. You know, the thing that would be kind of the reason for having stairs in the first place. Well, there's more. Okay, don't do that. Okay, I was trying to make him explode himself. That probably wasn't the smartest move. But I had to experiment. It was for science, you see. Science made me do it. Science came, it conquered, and it beat me up. Science is a terrible thing. Wait, what the? Why did the boar just get angry? Don't worry when the boar is angry. That's never a good sign. Okay, that works. Hi, I could totally ignore you and you wouldn't try and hurt me. But I'm the maniac who wants to kill everything because it's really all we have to do in these levels. Yeah. Let's actually try and hit this guy. Oh, God. Okay. Stop walking into his shots. I know this is a stupid idea, but it would work a lot better. Alright, so we're somewhere. We killed stuff. Let's get back and get some health so we actually can survive this thing. Alright, some rocket ammo. Oh, God, thanks for shooting at me. What am I doing? One down. Did we count two? Two down. Ah, ha, ha. Three down. Ah, ha, ha. Now what? Ooh, I see a rocket launcher. That could be useful. Rocket launchers are amazing. Alright, now we can decimate the rest of the level because we have 2 enemies and have 24 rockets. Yeah, I think I could kill 2 shamblers with that. Oh, look! Just in case we weren't already going to kill everything, yes, more rockets. Oh, look, a quad damage. That could be useful. Let's use that to make it even more ridiculous. Everything died! The end. Why did I do that? This is what happens when you become reckless. I'm going to get acquainted with God-Man. Yes, I became the God-Man, and now I want to become a reckless maniac, just like him. I want to grow up and be just like you, God-Man. I want to, have a sword and be confused. Wait, what the? Oh, he's not dead. That would explain a lot. Like the reason why he's fat and ugly and old and stupid and fat. I have found the obvious answer! Well, this is anticlimactic. That was stupid, and it worked! that was really terrible. I can't believe that just worked. Give me ammo! I need it to destroy humanity, or something. Pretend you didn't hear that, people! I need this for kittens. For a college fund. I need this for kittens. Kittens, people! Sweet! Cement fighting! Glorious! Glorious! Everything blew up! Sweet. Alright, now what? Now I'm bored out of my mind. Because that's really all we have to do. Shoot 17 enemies. Wish that we have something else to do. Blow up some stuff. Be reckless and stupid just to prolong the video. And, that's about it. Yeah. That's really what happens when you really have a map that's just of a few rooms. If anything, they just kind of use the staircases as an excuse to make even less rooms. Then again, I can't actually say that because some maps are pretty small like this too. And they don't even have staircases. But, still. Staircases are, like I said, they are better in a way. I mean, it's better than no staircases, but I don't know. The staircases here don't really contribute to the experience. I feel like they're almost just being thrown in here because, here, staircase. And not so much, like how the original Quake would have been, whereby it usually serves as something inconvenient to the environment. Like, they'd have like an ogre at the top of them bouncing down grenades, or something like that, to make it more like a trap for the player or something. Something which basically put the player at a disadvantage. I feel like, if anything, a lot of the situations here, you basically were able to control because the enemies were looking away from you until you shot at them. So, yeah, it makes it kind of simple. you didn't really see simple, mainly because I was kind of being reckless, mainly because I don't really care. At this point, really, like Q2 is kind of like that pack that's like, okay, another level, do it. Okay, let's blow up everything. And yeah, look at like the amount of resources I had. I had 39 rockets. Um, if I was like trying to be conservative at all, or trying anything, it just would get absolutely ridiculous. And I think that's the big problem here, is the fact of the matter that there's just like no motivation for doing any of this because we've done so many and it's absolutely dull at this point. And there's really nothing of real interest even holding our attention. Like I said, staircases, that's no longer a flat plane. And even that can't save Q2. Because, like I said, I really don't think it has something to do with the prettiness of the levels. It has to do with the fact of merit that the level design is so simple. Like I said, when you have every enemy facing away from you, that's just terrible design overall. You can't have that and expect it to really work. Um, and you can't really have like all the enemies just be alerted to you in the first few seconds because then you have a massive gap of nothingness at the end. So yeah, basically a lot of Q2 levels just lack balance. They lack really any sort of stability. And I think that's another big problem of like Q2 in general. Like I said, they don't really put much quality into the levels to begin with, and that's kind of some of the issues that show because of that. Like I said, I do have to give Microsoft credit. I know I've been bashing them a lot lately, but I do have to give them credit for one main reason, and that main reason is, unlike most of the companies of the time, with a lot of their add-ons, which were trying to do similar things as Q2 were, I believe Q2 is one of the only companies that can officially say all of their content is built in house, that it was not ripped from the internet in any way. Dark Hour might not be, but honestly, there's stuff that makes me question if it is or isn't. I just don't have any evidence that like put them and blame them for anything. But there is some stuff that is pretty weird that we'll talk about when we get there. But for Q2, there's none of that. There's never been, like, any evidence that anything's been ripped from anywhere else. And that kind of makes sense because every single level is made in a very similar style. So either someone's making 101 very, very terrible levels and post them all on the internet on one site that got ripped, or we just don't have them anywhere besides the Q2. So yeah, it's basically that case whereby, like, there's like a bunch of people that are like cheating running or so, but then there's the fat kid who's running, but he's doing it legitimately. So in this case, the fat kid wins. I give him a Twinkie. That's really all I gotta say. Like I said, there is still the case that if you look at it for quality, of course the other stuff is going to be better because they ripped it from the internet. But if you have to look at it just from what they've actually made, what they actually did for actual quality and whatnot, and didn't actually go out the way to like cheat or do anything like that, this is probably the most legitimate pack you can buy, even if it's ripping you off in every way. That's pretty sad, but at least by getting this, you know it's legitimate. Which it's kind of weird to say because this is the pack that also at the same time will have duplicates of its own levels, or will have levels that don't even work, or other such schemes. But yet at the same time, it's all their own creations. It's weird. But like I said, at the end of the day, that's really the big difference between like Q2 and another one. And why it's not exactly so cut and dry with Q2 as Q2 is terrible. Let's laugh at Q2 and say how horrible of a pack it is in comparison to everything else. Q2 is the worst thing that's ever happened. Q2 is like Hitler. Like I said, Q2 has a lot wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. But to say everything about it was horrible is just not looking at the full picture. There's a good side to Q2, in comparison to everything else. And I feel that's a side that's never really looked at when usually people generalize and say Q2 is terrible, which, like I said, I'm not going to defend Q2 at the same time. Q2 has a lot that is wrong. Q2 is very, very boring to play. Q2 has a lot of flaws with regards to texturing, with regards to gameplay, with regards to the fact that they do scheme you with all this stuff. But at least it's not ripped all from the internet. At least they put the lazy effort, but effort nonetheless, into making 101 levels. Um, I guess what I'm basically trying to say is that even though they basically slapped this all together as fast as possible to get that over 100 margin and use every cheap trick in the book to do it, at least they didn't stoop so low to just rip resources off the internet and call it their own levels. That's basically the big lesson. So anyway, I've been rambling for long enough. Thank you very much all for watching. It has been a travesty, and I shall see you all next time.